Hey everyone, it's that college football guy here with another video. Yeah, the like over right here. Sorry it took us a little bit so long here, but got up here in Fremont, Indiana, trying to farm delivering to. They gave me the wrong address. I'm hunting around here at night trying to find it, got directions, and finally got here. So I'm parked for the night. Been fun. So I apologize for the video being a little bit late. But last of the non-con previews, which is going to be the Sun Belt Conference. This one is going to be a little bit interesting to see who's got the easiest and who's got the toughest. Toughest one's going to be a tie-up. It's going to be, I'm going to let you all decide on this one, because there's a couple of them that have some good ones, and there's a couple of them that, it's going to be tough. But first and foremost, let's get the housekeeping out the way. Everyone, please smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. Helps with the algorithm, helps with the analytics, helps me to be seen by more people. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think about this. We got 14 schools to go through, and they each have 4 non-conference games. And subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 400 subscribers. Let's see if we can get there. All right, we're going to do, and since the Sun Belt is still doing divisions, East and West, we're going to do East first. Appalachian State, Week 1 versus Gardner-Webb. Week 2 at North Carolina. Week 3 versus East Carolina. And Week 4 at Wyoming. 1 Power 5 school, 2 Group of 5s, and an FCS. All right, Coastal Carolina. Week 1 at UCLA. Week 2 versus Jacksonville State. Week 3 versus Duquesne. Week 12 at Army. Jacksonville State, I don't think they haven't gotten up to Conference USA yet. I think it's 25 they come up. So they're still an FCS school. You got 1 Power 5, 2 Group of 1 Power 5, 1 Group of 5, 2 FCSs. So Georgia Southern, Week 1 versus the Citadel. Week 2 versus UAB. Week 3 at Wisconsin. Week 4 at Ball State. Now, we got 1 FCS, 2 Group of 5s, and a Power 5. That was Georgia Southern, my apologies. It was Georgia Southern with the Citadel, UAB, Wisconsin, and Ball State. Georgia State, Week 1 versus Rhode Island. Week 2 versus UConn. Week 3 at Charlotte. Week 12 at LSU. Okay. 2 Group of 5s, FCS, and definitely a Power 5. James Madison. Week 1 versus Bucknell. Week 2 at Virginia. Week 4 at Utah State. And Week 11 versus UConn. Again, 1 FCS, 2 Group of 5s, 1 Power 5. Marshall. Week 1 versus Navy. Week 2 at East Carolina. Week 4 versus Virginia Tech. Week 6 at NC State. 2 Power 5s on there, so Marshall's got the lead for the tough schedule. Weakest schedule, we got to take your pick so far. Old Dominion, Week 1 at Virginia Tech. Week 2 versus Wake Forest. Right off the jump with 2 Power 5s. Week 3 versus Texas A&M Commerce, and Week 11 at Liberty. Okay. Now I go time to the Sun Belt West. Arkansas State. Oh, my goodness. Week 1 at Oklahoma. Yikes. Week 2 versus Memphis. Week 3 versus Stony Brook. Week 5 at UMass. That might be the worst one. I don't know, because we'll see. Louisiana, Week 1 versus Northwestern State. Week 3 at UAB. Week 4 versus Buffalo. Week 5 at Minnesota. Again, 1 Power 5, 2 Group of 5s, and 1 FCS. South Alabama, Week 1 at Tulane. Now, South Alabama was got a bowl game last year. You got the defending AAC champs going head-to-head. That'd be an interesting game. Week 2 versus Southeastern Louisiana. Week 3 at Oklahoma State. And Week 4 versus Central Michigan. Again, it's the same formula we've had here. Notice 1 Power 5, 2 Group of 5s, and an FCS. Trying to see anybody here who's got their Power 5 at home. For the ones who only have 1. And of the ones who have 1, I'm just checking this real fast. The two that have 2 have home and away. All of them are on the road. All right, Southern Mississippi, Week 1 versus Alcorn State. Week 2 at Florida State. Week 3 versus Tulane. Week 12 at Mississippi State. Both of their Power 5s are on the road. With the AAC champion and a Group of 5, they might have the toughest one so far. They have 2 Power 5s on the road. They're the first one to have that. Texas State, Week 1 at Baylor. Week 2 at UTSA, former Conference USA champion, newest member of the American. Week 3 versus Jackson State. Deion Sanders, former place, in Week 4 versus Nevada. Again, 1 Power 5, 2 Group of 5, 1 FCS. Troy, Week 1 versus Stephen F. Austin. Week 2 at Kansas State. Week 4 versus Western Kentucky. Week 7 at Army. And Louisiana Monroe, ULM, Week 1 versus Army, Week 2 versus Lamar, Week 3 at Texas A&M, Week 12 at Ole Miss. Easiest one? Shit, there's too many. 1 Power 5, 2 Group of 5s, and 1 FCS. Actually, there's one that had 2 FCS, wasn't it? I'm running it down here. I think there was one that had 2. Citadel, Jacksonville State, Duquesne, Lucy. That's Coastal Carolina. They have 2 FCS opponents and only 1. That's Army. So they might have the easiest schedule. You look at the 2 that have their 2 on the road. You have at Florida State and at Mississippi State. You face Tulane for Southern Miss. With Alcorn State, they got Army, Lamar, Texas A&M. I gotta say Southern Miss has got the toughest schedule. But you made a difference with me. Think ULM's is tougher with Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Lamar, and Army. Southern Miss has got Florida State, Mississippi State, Tulane, and Alcorn State. But let me know down in the comments what you think. Who had the toughest schedule and who had the easiest schedule? Let me know down in the comments what you think about this one. So thanks everybody for watching the video. Hope everybody had a great Sunday. I had fun playing in traffic, getting up here, avoiding quite a few accidents. So be safe and please be good to each other.